Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today and for joining me to make this project. It's a little Easter treat bag. Now, I know there's nothing inside it, but that's because it's February, and if I buy chocolate forward eggs now, they'll all be gone by Easter and then I'll just have to buy more, and that wouldn't do no good for my waistline. But this is designed for little chocolate yummies that you might put inside, or you could put just a treat or something. But yes, it's a little Easter bag. It's just gorgeous. Springtime Joy is such a beautiful stamp set. It's so much fun. Oh, I'm getting awful reflection off my light. There we go. So we've got our little sheep with her crown, or lamb I should say, with her crown. We've got a bunny with her crown. We've got flowers, butterfly. Just love it. So I'm going to show you how to make this little bag. And so I've got a piece of, I've still got some basic, some Whisper White left over, but we're now on to basic white. But yeah, piece of white cardstock, and it doesn't have to be thick. This is thin, it's fine. And I'm going to stamp all over it first, as you can see I've done here. And I'm going to take the tulips this time. I used the little daisies before. I'm going to take the tulips, and I've got Blushing Bride for this one. And I'm literally going to stamp all over, but I'm actually going to turn it that way because it kind of, this is the way round the box goes. So I'm going to do my best to get them as upright as possible, but just randomly stamp all over. Just keep going. And you can pick any colours you want. You could pick a darker colour and then maybe do a colour bleed with some Wink of Stella or an aqua painter, something like that, whatever you fancy. And one down there. Okay, so that's that bit done. I've got two panels here. As you can see, I've got a very fine border of Seaside Spray. I've gone for grey granite this time. This one measures 2 1/8 by 2 7/8, which is 5.8 centimetres by 6.8 centimetres. And this is 2 by 2 3/4, 5.5 by 7 centimetres. And that's the one I'm going to stamp on. And actually, I'm sorry, I forgot to give you the measurements of this. 4 by 7 inches, 10 by 18 centimetres. So I'm going to get my sheep out. I'm going to go with sheep again. And I want to stamp this so it's fully dry. And I'm going to line out my block. And I'm going to get my memento. Oh, that's a brand new one. There we go. So I'm going to put that to one side so it's fully dry before I start doing my colouring. Okay, so back on this piece, as I said, 4 by 7 inches, 18 by 10 centimetres. On the long side, score it at 2 1/4, 3 1/4, 5.5 and 6.5 inches, which in metric is 6, 8.5, 14.5 and 17. And then on the short side at the bottom, what will be the bottom, score it at 1 inch, 2.5 centimetres. And actually the bag finishes up 1 inch by 3 inches tall and 2 1/4 across, which is 2.5 centimetres this way, 7.5 tall, 6 across. So I'm going to burnish this up. Right, so down at the bottom, well, actually at the top right hand corner where we've got this thin strip, I'm just going to take a little bit off there and cut this part away. And then cut there, and actually I'm going to wedge these little squares just a little bit. And then the same here, so you're cutting straight on the rectangle and wedging the square. And that is what you're left with. So it's this part here that's separated here. So I'm going to put some adhesive down there. And while I do this, I'm often asked about this. This was a gift from Stampin' Up! For... Well, it was on stage. I don't remember if it was a title gift. I think it was. Or maybe a top performer gift. I'm not sure. Or maybe it was just for everybody. I forget. I think it was a senior title gift. And I'm often asked, where can I get one from? I believe they were handmade by somebody local in Utah. But it's, yeah. This is sort of... It's like dense rubber and you put your scissors in there. And obviously you have the charm on the end. But yeah, I'm asked about it. I believe it's somebody local in Utah. That's as much as I can say, but I love it. Okay, so I'm just going to punch some holes in the side of this so that it becomes a bag. And probably should have stuck this bit on first. We'll not worry too much. Okay, I've got some grey granite ribbon and this is shimmer ribbon. So... and pull that through, make a knot, and then go across the other side, and I'm just sort of roughly eyeballing how long I want it to be, and feed that through, and again another knot. Hopefully by the time I've done this, my beautifully stamped lamb will be dry and I can colour. That's quite a long handle, we don't mind. Right, so let me bring in this little lamb and zoom in. So I have got my blends and I've got a grey granite, which I've not tested to go round to the outside, but we'll just hope it's fine. Just really, no, that's too dark. Well, we'll go with it anyway. And it's just to lift the lamb off the paper as much as anything. It just gives it sort of a more, I don't know, a bit more depth to her. Nothing sciencey about it, just around the edge. And done. Oh, I hope you saw that. I hope I didn't move. Right, so I've got my purple posy pear here. And I'm going to take a little dab in the centre of that bigger one. And then just go round. Purple posy takes a moment or two to dry for the colour to come true. So that's why I've done that one first. And then these, I'm just using my blends as colouring pens really more than anything. Just because they do it really nicely. I might need to order a new one of these. I'm going to put that on my special to order a replacement pile. And then little dabs for the leaves. And they're done. You can see the purple posy is coming through as true colour. So let me zoom back out again. And I'm going to put some seal on here. And this is a very tight border. So check it carefully first before you commit and push it down. And then check for the front of the box. That's the front, and again it's a tight little border. And that's done. How cute are they? They are so sweet. Oh, focus on me, not the pens. Oh, it doesn't want to. There we go. They are so sweet. And yes, on a table on Easter Sunday with some little chocolate eggs. Gorgeous. Love them. Thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.